Welcome, customer. Looking for a place to go on vacation? I recommend the greatest city on earth, Rome. One great thing about this city is that you can go birdwatching from one of Rome's 7 hills: the Caelian, the Aventine, the Esquiline, the Palatine, the Quirinal, the Viminal, and the Capitoline. Each of them are beautiful, but if you want a hill with historical meaning, go to the Palatine. Out of all the hills, this one is the most important. When you go to Rome, you never have to worry about sudden invasion because of its two walls, the Aurelian and the Servian. The Aurelian wall was built between 271 and 275 AD. The Servian wall was built in the early 4th century. While in Rome, you will definitely want to look around. That will be no problem because of the Via Appia, Via Flaminia, Via Aemilia, Via Postumia, and Via Populia. The Via Appia was built in 312 BC. It spans 350 miles. You may want to use the Via Appia to walk to the Campus Martius. Campus Martius is great for recreational activities. It is located between Rome and the Tiber River. It belonged to Tarquinius Superbus. After his defeat in exile, it was dedicated to Mars. Another great thing about Rome is you will never have a lack of entertainment. The Colosseum cannot be matched. You will enjoy yourself seeing slaves fight lions, tigers, bears, and each other. From such a long day of enjoying yourself, you will be happy to know that you can relax in a warm thermae. You will soak in the fresh water of an adjacent river or stream. That water is then heated over a log fire for your comfort. These thermae are heated by hypocostum. The hypocostum was an underground heating system. The floor was raised above the ground by pillars called pilasteks, with a layer of tiles, then a layer of concrete, then another layer of tiles on top. Spaces were left inside the walls so that hot air and smoke from the furnace would pass through these enclosed areas and out of flues in the roof, thereby heating but not polluting the interior of the room. While in the thermae, you will need something to clean yourself with. The strigil is the perfect tool. It is used for the cleansing of the body by scraping off dirt, perspiration, and oil that were applied before bathing. The strigil was usually used by men, specifically athletes. After the bath, you might go to the Basilica, home of Rome's court and place of public events. The Basilica would generally be used for government announcements and criminal hearings. If you are deeply religious, Rome is the place for you. The streets are lined with temples, religious buildings representing one of the 12 Olympians. One of the greatest temples is the Pantheon. The Pantheon was commissioned in the reign of Augustus Caesar and finished in 125 CE during Emperor Hadrian's rule. The Pantheon is dedicated to all Roman gods. It is a constant reminder of Rome's dedication to their religion. All these aspects of Rome are wonderful, but the center of Rome is the Forum. The Forum is a rectangular area surrounded by government buildings in the valley between the Palatine and Capitoline hills. It is a marketplace, gladiator ring, and venue for political speeches. One governmental body that meets there is the Senate. The Senate takes their seat at the Curia Julia in the Roman Forum. You can hear live speeches at the Rostra, a large platform used for public speaking. Speakers would face the north side of the Comitium, towards the Senate House, and deliver oration to those assembled between. Some monuments that you must see before leaving Rome are the Arch of Titus. This was built by Emperor Domitian shortly after the death of his brother Titus. He created this structure to commemorate his brother's victories, including the siege of Jerusalem. Another architectural wonder is Trajan's Column, built by Emperor Trajan in honor of his victory in the Dacian Wars. Cities in Rome were dependent on water. This water would come from aqueducts, navigable chambers used to bring water from distant sources to Rome. A lot of this water is used in sewers. A good example of this is the Cloaca Maxima, meaning greatest sewer. It was built in the 6th century BCE and can be contributed to Tarquinius Priscus. While in Rome, there will always be people to socialize with. Around 100 AD, the population of Rome was 1.6 million. Also, all Romans are provided with free green and entertainment. In Rome, there are many different types of living spaces. The domus was for the wealthy and could be found in every major city. The insula was an apartment building that housed most of the urban citizen population. In these buildings, you may find a triclinium. It is a dining table with couches along 3 sides. If you are lucky enough to live in a house with columns, there are 3 different types: the Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian. The Doric can be distinguished by its circular capitals at the top. It was the earliest and simplest of the 3. The Ionic is the smallest, known by its use of volutes. Finally, the Corinthian is the most ornate, characterized by slender fluted columns and elaborate capitals decorated with acanthus leaves. Vale!